Today we're going to be going over my 2025 EDC update. What exactly am I carrying today? I'm going to be honest with you, I am actually quite a boring person. I carry the same stuff year round. I try not to change it because that is the whole purpose of EDC, is finding a system, fine-tuning a system, and sticking with it. It is not about carrying a new gun every single week. All right, if you notice, I have a new shirt on today. If you head over to my Instagram, I will put the website over there for you to look at some of these awesome t-shirts. But let's get into it really quick. We're going to go over the boring stuff first because that has absolutely not changed except for one thing. And we're going to go over that first, and that is my watch. If you don't wear a watch, you should. I apologize. This is not a tactical watch. This is a running watch. I am trying to get healthier, and this is one way that really helps me stay on top of my health, especially being a PE teacher. That is super important. This is the Garmin Forerunner 970. I like the look of it first. It has sapphire glass, super durable watch here for a Forerunner. Now, if you know anything about Forerunners, they're not durable watches at all until this one. What I like about it is I'm a PE teacher. I can set timers on here. I can set stopwatches on here. You can also control music. So if I'm playing music in my gymnasium, I can control my phone that's hooked up to the serial. I can control it from my watch, which is super helpful. It also has activities for after school when I am taking care of myself after school. It has running workouts on here. It has walking. It has resistance training, which is one of my favorite ways to work out on here as well. Super nice watch. I'm super glad I got it. No, it's not a tactical watch, but that is okay. Next up is the wallet. I still have my trusty Travex wallet. You guys have probably seen this if you watched any of my EDC videos before. Straight up metal on the front, very durable wallet. It has leather backing here to hold it. One of my buddies says it kind of looks like sumo underpants. He's right. It does kind of look like sumo underpants here that holds the cash into place. You can either slip the cash out this way, or you can undo it this way to get the cash as well. It has enough room for quite a few cards in here. I get asked about this one all the time. This is actually a beard comb that actually is designed for this wallet, which is pretty sweet. So if you have a nice beard that you want to keep nice and clean, you have a beard comb for that in this wallet. I've probably had this wallet about 8 or 9 years total. I love it. I have absolutely no reason to switch this wallet. It's been awesome. Next is my multi-tool. You have definitely probably seen this one. I've done videos on this. It's been in most of my EDC. I choose a multi-tool over a folding knife. I just think a folding knife is very one-dimensional, where you have multiple tools on this. Yes, you have an awesome knife on this Leatherman Skeletool CX. Amazing knife on here and very usable knife. You can get that with serrations or not. I just did not like the serrations on here. Has a pliers, has wire cutter on here. Unfortunately, the wire cutter is built into the pliers, so it's pretty much, if you chew up those wire cutters, they're pretty much donezo. But I don't really use it for that. It also very handy screwdriver on the front. You can have multiple heads on here, size heads on here, like 2 flat heads, and in here is actually my Phillips. So if I need to switch to the Phillips side of the screwdriver, I can do that as well. Love this thing. I've had 2 of them because I lost the first one. I've had this one for probably 6 or 7 years now as well. All right, so pretty awesome. If you're looking for a multi-tool, okay, Leatherman makes some really good ones. If you are looking for a multi-tool, I recommend looking for the ones that have the pocket clip on them. All right, so multi-tool, that has been around for a while. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, and that is the firearm. What firearm have I been carrying for 2025? And I'm going to be honest with you, I've carried the same firearm most of the year for the past couple years. I've thrown other firearms on there on my EDC updates to try them out, and all of them just epically fail. And not fail as in firearm fail, but fail as in I don't like to carry them. Because there's one thing you need in an EDC firearm, and that is to shoot it well, and you also need to be able to conceal it or carry it well and comfortably. Okay, so we're going to go over that firearm right now. That is the Glock 19 Gen 5 firearm. I'm carrying this right now in my Tier 1 Concealed Axis Elite. I love this holster. It has a little wedge on the back. I think it's their standard wedge. I have a 17 round mag in here. I am carrying Hornady Critical Defense. I am not carrying the Plus P ammunition, but I love this ammo. It fires really soft out of my Glock 19, and that's kind of why I don't carry the Plus P. The Plus P, when I'm firing it out of my Glock, it just hits a little bit harder. That felt recoil is a little bit harsh for me, and so that's kind of why I carry just the standard ammo in all my guns and not the Plus P. As for the Glock, the reason I like this gun right here is I didn't have to do a ton of modifications to this gun. I do have extra large hands. That is the reason I have this magwell on here. This magwell is from Floyd's Custom Shop. I did a video on that. I'll post it down in the description below. The reason for the magwell is not for reloads. It is because I have extra large hands. I'm in the upper end of an extra large glove, so I got relatively big hands. This magwell keeps my hand on the gun. And I say that because if I carry a Glock 19 with no magwell on it, my pinky, half my pinky is hanging off the bottom of the gun. I do not have that issue with this magwell on there. It's a very solid magwell, very nice magwell. If you can't tell, I am not using their base plates. On their website, they say you have to use your base plates. You do not, as long as you use the Gen 4 base plate on here. The Gen 5s don't really work as well as the Gen 4s. If you're using the Gen 4 mags, they work really well. So let's kind of go over this thing. I put goon tape on there just for grip. I did have Talon grips on there for a while, and they kept peeling off. I'm going to try these out for a little bit, see how they go. Medium back strap on there. Tango down mag release. It's the rounded one. I really like the rounded one on there. It's super easy for me for mag changes. Then the standard Glock mag release. Holosun 407C, funny story on that. I had another optic from another company, like a cheaper company. Their optic failed. I sent it back to them. They sent me a new one. I think they accidentally put this optic in there because it came in the mail. Holosun was not the company that I was working with. They put a Holosun in there, and I've had it on this gun ever since. Been a very nice optic, just a nice standard red dot. Has solar panels on the top. Whether you think that works or not, that's to each its own. Very nice optic here. I have the C&H Precision plate here. I do like their plates. They have recoil posts on their plates, and it just helps manage the recoil, helps the screws not snap off. As for the iron sights on the back, this is from North Forest Arms. I did do a review on these iron sights. They're very, very nice. I will post that down in the description as well, so you can watch that video of those iron sights. I did run those for a couple of months, and they were nice. They were awesome. I just prefer a red dot a little bit better. On the back, I do this with all my Glocks as well, is the Backplate has Joshua 1:9 on there. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. That is my personal Bible verse. I love that companies make these kind of plates, especially ones with Bible verses, because that's what we're all about, is doing things in his name. It does say in the Bible it is a man's job to protect his family, and that is exactly what my main purpose is with my everyday carry. I get this question quite often: why do I have Glocks so much on this channel? Like I said, I bought all kinds of different guns and I narrowed it down to the Glock platform. I just like, me and my body just likes the Glock platform better. I shoot them better, I carry them way better than other types of firearms. All of my holsters are for this Glock 19. Yes, I have my tier 1, but I also have, I have Velcro holsters for this Glock 19. I have outside the waistband holsters for this Glock 19. My war belt in my safe here is set up for my Glock 19. I have a Filster Enigma. I do a video on that. I'll post that down below as well, for my Glock 19. I just happen to set everything up for one of my favorite guns, which is this one. Yes, there's better triggers out there. Yes, there's better guns in your opinion out there, but I just seem to run this one a lot better than anything else out there. I am super confident. It's a very versatile gun to me. I can shoot this thing way out to distance. I can shoot it up close. I am incredibly confident with this gun. And I'm sure I'm going to get the question, what about the Glock 43X FDE that you did for your Glocktober video? My problem with subcompact guns is my big hands. When I grip that gun, there's a little bit of a gap going up this way with my fingers. Because I can't wrap all the way around like that. It just is awkward for my trigger finger to do. So I have to have a little gap in there with subcompact guns because my fingers are so long. They're not fat, they're just longer. With the Glock 19 or compact size guns, that gap is completely gone. There's no gap inside of this side of my hand. And so this Glock 19 is the smallest compact that works for me, and that's kind of why I've gravitated towards it, and that's kind of why I've kept it. I've tried to dethrone this Glock so many times, and it just hasn't happened. I don't ever expect it to happen. I think I'm going to be in this gun for the long haul. One gun I did want to try, however, is the Glock 49, because it has this size grip on it and it has a Glock 17 slide. I wanted to try that, but I don't know if I'm just going to dish out money for that or not just yet. But as of right now, this is my EDC. It's incredibly boring. I know ports are a big thing on guns and comps are a big thing on guns right now. I just don't like them. I just like plain Jane, straight up, decent shooting firearms. And that's pretty much what I'm at now. If you have another setup that you absolutely love, please post that down in the comments below. I would love to see what you guys are running. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe down below. If you made it this far, you guys are a rock star. I love each and every one of you. Remember to train hard, get strong, be a protector. If no one said they love you today, I love you guys. God bless you all.